Christmas is just around the corner, and sometimes you need a good last-minute gift. Cookie plates are always popular, and today I'm going to show you how with one dough and some creativity, you can make an amazing cookie plate for your friends or neighbors. You're going to start with 1.5 cups of salted butter that's been softened at room temperature. You'll beat this on medium for about 2 to 3 minutes until it becomes light and fluffy. Next, you're going to want to add in 1 cup of granulated white sugar. You're going to want to beat your butter and sugar on medium speed for an additional 2 to 3 minutes. This will just help the sugar start to dissolve, to keep your cookies from being gritty, and also bring back that nice fluffy texture. You may have to stop and scrape the beater every once in a while, and that's totally fine. Next, you're going to want to add in a 1/2 teaspoon of fine sea salt and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Lastly, we're going to add in 3 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. I like to use the spoon and level method. That way I don't have my flour be too compacted and end up with a dry, crumbly dough. When you add the flour in, do it a little bit at a time and pulse it until it just comes together. So otherwise the flour might sneak up onto you. It happens to the best of us. Once your dough begins to form, you're going to want to turn off your mixer and do the rest by hand. This will keep your shortbread from being too tough in the end. Once the dough is formed, you're going to take it out of the mixer and divide it into 4 even portions. So now the fun really begins, customizing your shortbread cookies. Toasted nuts, dried fruits, spices, chocolates. The sky is truly the limit. Just make sure that you use no more than a 1/2 cup of mix-in per 4th batch of dough. Otherwise, it'll be too crumbly and your cookies will fall apart. When incorporating my mix-ins, I prefer to do this by hand. Nothing pretty, nothing fancy, just mush it all up until they're all evenly distributed. Then we're going to want to form our log. You can do this in any shape. Most people go with the classic cylinder. Sometimes I like to do a square or even a triangle. Depending on the shape, your log will be about 3 to 4 inches across and about 5 to 6 inches long. After that, you want to wrap it in either some wax paper or plastic wrap and put it in your fridge for at least an hour or up to a week. When you're ready to bake your cookies, preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Then use a sharp knife to slice your cookie log into 1/4 inch thick rounds. Place them about 2 inches apart on a parchment-lined baking pan. Bake your cookies until they appear dry and just pale golden around the edges, about 12 to 15 minutes. Flavor creations don't have to begin and end with mix-ins. Try rolling your dough in some coarse sanding sugar or even some flaky sea salt. I like to also wait till my cookies have been baked and cooled and dip them in chocolate or drizzle them and add a finishing of toasted coconut or nuts. Some of my family's favorite creations have been orange and cranberry rolled in crunchy sanding sugar, espresso chocolate chip finished with some dark chocolate, a mixed spice nut drizzled with white chocolate, and coconut white chocolate pecan. Dipped, drizzled, mixed, plain, they're all delicious. Hope you find your favorite. Enjoy.